Hi guys, and welcome to this tutorial on how to install Microsoft Deployment Toolkit. In this video we'll be concentrating on the installation and basic configuration of Microsoft Deployment Toolkit. Now in the previous video, if you haven't already done so, we installed Microsoft Assessment and Deployment Toolkit for Windows 10 build 1607, which is required to follow this video. If you haven't done so already, go away to the Microsoft website and download Microsoft Deployment Toolkit. So let's begin. Navigate to where you downloaded Microsoft Deployment Toolkit installer to. Make sure if you're installing this on Windows Server 2016, as I am, that you have downloaded the 64-bit version, and double click. Microsoft Installer opens, click Next. Read and accept the end user license agreement. In this section we need to make sure we have everything selected, but I am going to change the installation directory again to my D drive. I'm going to select OK. Then I'm going to select Next. I'm going to choose not to participate in the Microsoft Customer Experience Program, which is the default option, and I'm going to select Next. I'm going to select Install, and I'm going to select Yes to the user account control. Now, this is a very quick installation, as you can see, because it's already completed. So I'm now going to close this, and we're now going to launch Microsoft Deployment Toolkit Workbench. So we're going to go to Start. We're going to scroll down, and I've just scrolled past it, and I'm going to go to Microsoft Deployment Toolkit, and I'm going to select the Deployment Workbench, and I'm going to select Launch, and I'm going to select Yes to the user account control. Once Microsoft Deployment Toolkit Workbench loads, you will see this screen. In the middle here, we have the Microsoft Deployment Toolkit overview with some links to Microsoft resources. We have the Information Center, which has access to the documentation. And then we have the deployment share. Now, we don't have any current deployment shares defined, so we're going to define one. So we're going to go New Deployment Share. I'm going to store my deployment share on my D drive. I'm going to call it deployment share. So this is a share name that you'll connect to from remote computers, or when you're capturing images, or when you're launching the MDT Toolkit wizards remotely. We're going to give it a deployment name of MDT Deployment Share, which is the default name. In this section, this is the options for the share. So we want it to ask if a computer backup should be performed. Ask for product key. I'm going to leave this box unticked because I'm going to define my product key. Ask to set the local administration password. Again, I'm going to leave this box unticked because I'm going to define my local administrator password in the setup. Ask if an image should be captured. I'm going to leave this box ticked for the moment, and ask if BitLocker should be enabled. Now, I'm going to leave this box ticked, but during the installations I'm actually going to skip this. Check all the information is correct, and we're going to click Finish. This will now generate the deployment share, and we can click Close. We can expand out the deployment shares, and we've got Applications with nothing in it at the minute. We have Operating Systems. In here we'll put our operating system images, which we will get from either our Windows 10 media or our Windows 7 media. Out-of-box drivers. Now this way you need if you need to include custom drivers for the Windows pre-installation environment. I will go through this so that you've got a basic overview of how to do this. Packages. We'll cover this section later. Task sequences, where we'll define all the task sequences that we'll be using. Advanced configuration. Selection profiles defines what's going to be put into either an ISO image or a boot win. Link deployment shares, so as it says in the name, media types, and database. So this is the database that's going to be used by the server. Now we'll come back to this bit later, to the database, because we will link this to the database that was created by the Windows Assessment and Deployment Toolkit. And under monitoring, this is where we'll configure all the monitoring information, but at the moment we don't have anything configured. Now that's it for this video. In the next video I will cover importing an operating system image, creating your first task sequence, and deploying the standard Windows 10 professional image to a computer. As always, if you like the video, click like. If you want to keep up to date with my videos, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now, guys.